You come into certain circumstances like you have just seen this morning, you may feel sort of falling apart or bad or sad because people don't have the means. In the culture, it's a shame to have a child like this. Usually you are condemned because you must have done something wrong. This is a curse from the spirits and you know, all that sort of stories. But at least it's a system which we try to follow very strictly, because that paper has then the name. I said to Peter, which name are we going to give it? And we came up with a name. So then we start the process of checking what is the health situation, what are the conditions of the child. We treat there where necessary. This one is severely malnourished, so it's going to be a battle to get it going. And then for us, the process starts. The social worker is figuring out if there is a follow-up done by the police. And then this paper is going to the probation office. And then that paper goes to court. And then court gives a care order. So by law, it is placed here. Because we want Uganda to know where their children are. If you look at our logo, the kids are coming out of the ark because life is after the ark. So we are preparing the children here for life after. We don't believe that children homes, we don't believe that orphanages are the solution to these problems. They are not. They should be a worst case scenario. If there is no other way, then they should stay. You can't stop with caring all those bits and pieces and forget about education. So then the education part came in, and that will give a new horizon. It's not just the ark. No, there is a new horizon. There is something afterwards, and that's vitally important. So there is nursery, there is primary, and then there is secondary vocational. It is not very common in Uganda. You either have a secondary school or a vocational school or that sort of institutions. So ideally speaking, it's 50% theory, and then we have added another 50% as vocational skills. I get people who have gone to university and they know what a hammer is, but they never held one. So I can't get jobs done because they are simply not practically educated. So we try to say like, no, you have to go through that. You have to do it practically. Education is the beginning of development. There is no future for a country if you don't work on your education. That's what I strongly believe. So if we don't focus on how to train people to be on an industrial level busy with the future, you're not going to change. Because if we want a country like Uganda to care for themselves, then they need industry, they need revenue, they need taxes. And this will eventually run a country, and you get rid of the donors and the goodwill and getting the old stuff. So it's a big challenge.
Some of the children are already receiving music classes, and they are said to have sung for the Indian Prime Minister when he visited Uganda in 2018. They all have dreams and aspirations.
I want to be a musician for band because I like playing the instruments and it sounds nice, and the more we keep on playing it, the more people like it and the more people join us.
And I want to learn music more and more so that I can teach others also.
I want to do fashion and modeling stuff.
When you hear the stories from these children, most of them are here as a result of the broken family, which is the moral fiber of any stable society. Above all, a good heart is the best religion. Its light is the strongest light ever.